Hey everyone, Pix here, and today I thought I'd do a bit of real-time diamond painting with you guys and kind of, chat you up a bit. So let's get into it. Let's see. Sometimes when I do these recordings, I tend to take out all of the colors that I'll be working on in the immediate area so that they're just, right at my disposal, and I don't have to, go in the case and search for it and all that stuff. Not that it's hard to go in the case and pick out the color that, especially what color you want, but yeah, I don't know. I just like to have them nearby sometimes. So yeah, definitely getting a lot more used to this 3-tip. I'm, feeling a lot more confident about how I've been laying the diamonds down, and, they're not often at an angle, but, sometimes that does still happen. And so I have to go back in and kind of, adjust the row. And I think because that still happens, I don't think I'll use the 6-placer tip, because that's just, if you put it down on an angle, that's just a lot of diamonds that you have to go in and adjust. And yeah, I'd rather be putting them down than putting them down, moving them around. Get it right the first time, right? That's the goal anyways. And I do apologize if there's a lot of random noises in the background. There's heaps of construction happening around my house. There are neighbors that are having their house renovated, like major renovations. And then there were a couple of empty lots that people had purchased, and now they're building their houses on them. So there's actually I think it's 3 construction sites going on our block right now. So there's lots of banging and tradies yelling at each other and stuff. So yeah, please pardon. And it's really weird. Sometimes they work through lunch and sometimes they don't. And I thought, today they would work through lunch, and they did. So this is the only time I can record this. I find that I do this quite a bit. I'll be ready to put diamonds down, and I put them down on the wrong symbol. Like this particular diamond painting, it's happened a lot. So I don't know if you've noticed, but in the videos, I quite often turn the box towards me so that I can see the symbol, so that I can just remember which one I'm working on. I've had to pull off so many diamonds in this particular kit. It's been really weird. I don't know why. Why I can't remember what I'm working on. But at least I now know my problem and have a fix for it. So I've also gotten really good at picking up just 2 with this 3-placer tip. Just saying. It's helpful because there's a lot of places where there's just 2. So, and 2 is still twice as fast as 1. But I do find sometimes that if I don't shake the diamonds well in the tray, I'm looking around for, a group of 3, a group of 2 that's, properly spaced apart. It's just funny. Little things that I've noticed. Nothing that takes away the enjoyment or makes this craft difficult or ugly or anything. So, you're sitting here doing this stuff, and I'm usually by myself. So you think of weird things. But anyways, I digress. So, what do you guys prefer? The 1, the 3, or heck, even the 9 placer tip? Do you guys use those on a regular basis, or not at all? Or does anybody ever use, say, only the 6 and never the 3? Let me know what you guys think, because I know I'm late to the party on using a multi-tip, but I can be stubborn sometimes. And then I have that, epiphany, like, hey, if you give it a try, you might find something new that you'll enjoy, or you'll, make your life so much easier if you just give it a try. Sometimes I forget about those things. Never with food, though. Let me make that clear. I'm always willing to try new food. Always. Except bugs. I'm still iffy on trying bugs. I mean, yeah, it just sounds really gross to eat bugs, and I'm not looking forward to it. Maybe someday I will have the courage to try, what was it, deep fried scorpions that you can get in Japan? Maybe. That's a really, really big maybe. But I also try to keep in mind that, hey, you never know. It may be the absolute best tasting thing in the world. And just because you have, this preconception of it, you're going to miss out. Well, sometimes you're happy to miss out, but I do try to keep an open mind. Try. I must say, I am pleased. I have done enough work on this great wall that I have condensed all of my diamonds to fit into just 3 of these boxes. It used to be over 3, like 3.5, but now they all fit into 3. So I have used that many diamonds thus far, and I'm not even a quarter of the way. So, yeah, there's a lot of diamonds here, but this has been so much fun, this particular piece, like unbelievably fun. It's so clear, and I do apologize about the pictures, everyone. Like, I feel that no matter how good of a picture I take, you're not going to be able to see much of a difference between what I've done and what I haven't done. It's just this canvas has been done so well, like the symbols and the background colors of the symbols. It's been done so well that you just can't see it. It looks a little dirtier maybe because of the symbols printed in there, but that's about it. So I will continue to put up, full pictures, but I'm sorry. I understand that if you can't see a difference or tell a difference, and it's also very hard to get the lighting to take this picture. I should probably take like a photography class or something. I don't know. But yes, it's so hard to tell. And that's why I also include close-ups, because I think you can tell a little bit more the sections that I've done versus haven't done. But yeah, I myself have trouble recognizing the difference in these pictures. So again, I apologize, but I will continue to do them, and hopefully it will become more obvious in the future. Oh, I must tell you, I recently saw a play, but it was a horror play, like a horror movie, but it was a stage play. And you're always wondering, how can you do a horror movie as a play? It was incredible. They did quite well. I was really surprised at the production. Like obviously it took a lot of skill and work, but they had a lot of, what do you call it? Like little holes in the stage. You couldn't see them, like they blended very well into the walls and stuff, but there were a lot of instances where like ghosts would randomly appear and disappear, and you had to be quick for that, and there's no way they could have just run off stage. So there were all these holes that were available to them, like just little doorways that they could quickly dash in and out of. And you could not see them do that. So that part was very good of the production. You couldn't see them do that. You couldn't see where the holes really were. Like me, it's just guessing. Although they did have this one part where someone got sucked into the couch and it didn't lay quite right after the trick was done. But it's still, you know, I can appreciate the effort that they've put into it. So it was really surprising. The story was about, I guess, sisters and the type of family they had. And one sister was regarded as the favorite, I guess. And the other sister, I'm still not quite sure why they didn't like her, but the parents actually ended up killing her, basically. And so one sister was alive, one sister was dead, and the sister that lived came back to the cabin that they used to live in. And so, of course, the cabin was haunted by the dead sister and actually the parents as well. So it was really very... I guess typical horror movie cliche story and such. But it was, again, it all came down to the production and how they did it. It was really cool. There was no dialogue. I think they said hello a couple of times in the whole play. Like, that means they said maybe 3 or 4 words in the entirety of the play. So it was all silent. It was all based on, you know, their stage presence and the trickery that they used. Like, they did a lot of sleight of hand type stuff. And like I said, dashing in and out of these holes, cubbyways that they've created on stage. But yeah, it was very fun to watch. It wasn't scary at all. They tried, but it wasn't scary at all. There were a couple of jump scares, like, you know, loud noises and such, but nothing scary. But yeah, it was just amazing that they were able to accomplish something like that. So I give them props. And it's funny, the name of the play is called Horror. So if it ever comes near you and you're into that kind of thing, I highly recommend that you go see it. It was an awesome production, and I want to support these guys. They did very well. And a lot of there were fight scenes, of course, you know, there were zombies and ghosts and blah, blah, blah. There were fight scenes against those, and it was more of a interpretive dance type deal. So it was really interesting. It was really interesting. I'm so glad I had a chance to go see it. It was only here in Melbourne for 1 weekend, so I feel like I lucked out. I must say that this clear covering is quite troublesome because I can't see where I've ripped it. And so I'm often trying to stick diamonds onto the covering and wasting my time, and they don't stick. So therefore, yeah, this is troublesome. And I can't see because with the light, the way the light shines off of the canvas and the covering itself, I can't really see where it ends. So I'm sorry if I stick my head in the picture, in the camera frame sometimes. But yeah, that's why. I'm really not getting much done here. Like, I'm jibber-jabbering too much. But this is fun. This is fun. It would be so awesome. Like I said, we're looking for a new place to live. So hopefully we might be part of this. We have something in Australia called NBN. And basically it's a government internet service. Internet, like infrastructure. So, and apparently the speeds are supposed to be higher, apparently. I've heard some people complain, but I also understand that there are some people who like to complain. So, hopefully we'll get into an area that has this NBN and we'll have higher speeds, and then I can do some live streaming and have you guys join me and we can chat it up and diamond paint at the same time. I think it would be a lot of fun. So here's to hoping. I so hope we find a place soon. I'm so tired of looking. There's so much stress. Like, has everybody experienced this? Is this normal to have so much stress and to be looking for so long for a place to live? Jeez. Like, I think this kind of stress only happens when you're buying. When you're renting, you can usually find some place pretty quick, pretty easy, right? Because you'll settle for less. You rent a place that's, it's so-so, but you're tired of looking and you'll take it because, hey, you only have to sign like a lease for a year or something. So, you know, you don't have to put up with it for the rest of your life and pay a mortgage on it for the rest of your life. But when you're looking to buy, you're a lot pickier and you have higher standards, I would think. So I just think the stress is, you know, that much more apparent, that much more there. Okay. Well, I didn't actually get that much done. I did, let's see, how many colors did I work on? I worked on 6 colors. But I was very excited talking to you guys, so I kind of stopped in there. But anyways, I hope that you have enjoyed. This is a bit of my real time. I tend to go a lot faster than this, but I'm just chatting with you and having a good time. So I hope you have had a good time as well. And thank you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!